What's going on YouTube? This is iTalk here, and in today's video we have a brand new video. So first things first, I just gotta say, I'm recording this before we hit the mark, but at the time that you are seeing this video, we have hit 50,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for the support. Honestly, I'm mind blown that 50,000 of you guys decided to click the subscribe button for me. Thank you so much. It honestly means the world to me. We are 1/2 from getting the silver plaque. Unbelievable. Amazing. I honestly, guys, thank you. I'm honestly humbled that so many of you guys like watching my content to the point that you actually subscribe to me. Thank you. I greatly appreciate it. Now, before we get into the video, I just want to say, if you want to use me for support a creator, just use the word iTalkFortnite in the shop. It does help me out a lot if you buy anything in the item shop, including the battle pass. And also, if you like what you see, make sure to leave a like on the video because it does help out the channel. And make sure to subscribe with notifications turned on just so you never miss a daily upload from me. Now, that being out of the way, let's get right to the video. So the main thing I want to talk about today is I'm worried about Fortnite. Now, I know the title, I know the thumbnail might look a little extreme, like, oh, what are you overreacting to now? Honestly, like, I wouldn't be overreacting unless I knew it was something important. So, the Infinity Blade. A lot of people are complaining about it, myself included. I think the Infinity Blade is the worst idea that Fortnite has ever thought of putting into the game. It's ruined casual play. It's ruining the Explorer Pop-Up Cup. It's ruining the Winter Royale. It's ruining competitive play. It's just not fun to play with. And I'm extremely upset that they have done nothing to get rid of it. So what they actually did was they actually made a Reddit post about the whole thing because they saw how much people were talking about it. We've released the Mythic Infinity Blade item with the 7.01 update and have since seen a healthy amount of discussion and feedback around it. In response to what we've seen, we're looking to provide more context on item philosophy and some upcoming changes to the blade. The presence of mythic items in gameplay is to provide an interaction a step above the legendary item functionality, and something you'll continue to see. To us, this means changing the way the game is played for those who interact with that item. The addition of items is the tier provide new and flavorful ways to interact with the map and generally shake up normal play across default modes. We'll have some more info with regards to our competitive philosophy when it comes to new items, updates, and seasons within Fortnite early next week. The change we're currently planning for the Infinity Blade in our version 7.1 update is to remove the ability to build and harvest when wielding the blade. When designing the Infinity Blade, the goal was to provide a weapon with inherent risk to balance out the great capability it provides. The ability to harvest/build removes a great deal of that risk. By taking away the ability to harvest/build, we hope to turn the Infinity Blade to where it feels risky to have, but still satisfying to wield. After this removal, we'll continue to monitor the blade's effectiveness and make adjustments as necessary, as well as communicate those changes. Thank you so much for your discussion and feedback around the Infinity Blade. This is why I'm scared for the future of Fortnite. Because they said here, they said this right here, the addition of items in this tier provide new and flavorful ways to interact with the map and generally shake up normal play across default modes. They're going to add more mythic items into the game that affect the normal mode. I'm not okay with this at all. If all their mythic items are going to be like the Infinity Blade, this game is gone. I hate to say it, man. I feel really bad to say this, but this game at the moment is not fun to play. With the blade being so overpowered, my opinion on the nerf, it's not enough. They need to get rid of it. They need to put the sword in a limited time mode and not across all modes. This is ridiculous that I even have to spell this out for you. Because of how overpowered the blade is, and how easy it is to use, and how easy it is to get around the map, you would think that they put the Infinity Gauntlet in all the modes. This is not right. I am beyond shocked that I even have to talk about this, because obviously this is not good for the game. This kills skill gap completely. If you have the sword and you're decent enough with it, you'll win the game almost 9 times out of 10. I have seen countless clips of people getting frustrated and dying by this thing. It is honestly ridiculous that this is in a competitive mode, let alone across every other mode in the game. This blade needs its own limited time mode, and that is it. I do not want to see mystic items in regular play. They are going to ruin the game if they are just as powerful as the Infinity Blade. I know they worked hard on the Infinity Blade. Like, the animation's really cool. It was in the trailer, so it was already teased to us anyway. It's not right. It's not right. You're going to ruin your player base. People are already tweeting about how they don't want to play the game anymore because of this. It's honestly ridiculous. And I want to give my constructive criticism here because they said they're listening. So if they're listening to this video, which I hope they are, this is my advice. The Infinity Blade, make it have its own limited time mode. Do not put it in the normal modes, especially not competitive. The fact that we have planes and the sword in competitive mode is honestly terrible. The plane should be nerfed more than just taking 25 damage when it gets destroyed. It's not competitive. Fortnite, like I said, Fortnite itself in the game isn't really competitive that much. However, it is pretty competitive with just normal gunplay and building. And having the sword and the planes, all of that, it ruins it. It ruins the competitive play. It ruins the competitive feel to the game. You're already hurting your core fan base with this. It's not fun to play against someone with a sword because they'll instantly kill you. It's not fair. It's not a good item. The only people that seem to like the blade are the ones that like to get easy kills and easy wins with it. It's not fair. I want this blade gone. I want the blade in a limited time mode. I don't want to see it in normal modes at all. And since you guys mentioned that you're going to be adding more mythic weapons into the game, keep them in their own limited time mode. Make a mode called Mythic and just have only mythic items in there and then regular weapon pool stuff in there. Do not put this in the regular game. It is going to ruin your game. I'm telling you that much right now. I want to read to you guys a list of tweets by someone by the name of @50torun. 10 plus hours a day, 7 days a week since January. That's what so many of these players have dedicated to pursuing Fortnite competitively. I know too many people that have sacrificed so much just to get a chance to compete in a high profile event. The fact that it has come to this. The players that have held this game up for so long deserve better. The competitive players that have waited so long and earned chance to shine deserve better. This honestly is unacceptable. I'm not a pessimistic guy by any standards, but this was no competitive tournament. Players had to sacrifice their Thanksgiving weekend to play Stage 1. Pubs that were not representative of true competitive play. 1 week before Stage 2, there are several game-changing additions that alter the meta from Season 6 to Season 7. 1 day before Stage 2, another game-altering change. I understand the issues that we faced prior to this. I'm fully grateful that so many have gotten the chance to change their lives forever, but this is unacceptable. To categorize yourself as an esport, you have to understand certain premises. This isn't competitive at all. I've been in the competitive scene since January of 2018, dating back to Fortnite friendlies. I've never been a player, solely a coach and manager. It aches me seeing so many that have grinded the entire time down their self because of constant meta changes. How can we adapt? That's the thing. Add a change and give transparency and time. Allow for feedback to tweak said changes to find balance. We get none of that. We get spontaneous changes with no indication of how it's going to affect gameplay. This entire Winter Royale is counterproductive. It's concerning. Like I said, I'm a coach. I don't have much to lose, so I'm not afraid to voice my opinions. Epic will listen if enough people provide constructive feedback. However, they have to understand how disheartening it is for people that are playing in these events. Last message on the matter for the remaining time. Seeing people who've worked so damn hard for a chance to compete for something they've longed for, then start contemplating their future in a game they've loved because of this. It honestly frustrates me. Transparency solves so much. Fluid communication, that's all it takes. A company and its players working together to bettering what has the potential to be one of the most entertaining and unique esports. Let the community help, and success will be inevitable. There's no downside. I couldn't have said it better myself. And honestly, to leave this off, I'm going to leave to you what Ninja actually said about this whole ordeal.
It's like we qualified for this when Risky was still in it. Obviously, the snow map, that's understandable. They're not going to literally delay an entire massive update or in season for a cup or for this tournament. But to add the sword and have these planes in this tournament is just, this is not what I qualified for, man.
So thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, let me know with a like because it really does help out my channel. Subscribe to the channel if you're brand new, especially turn on those post notifications just so you get all my latest uploads. Comment down below. What are your thoughts on this entire situation? I'm nervous for Fortnite's future because it's not looking good. If things are going to keep going the way they are, this game is going to not survive much longer. Follow me on Twitter at iTalkFortnite. You can join my Discord, as well as if you would like to use me for support a creator, just use the word iTalkFortnite and you will be supporting me whenever you buy something from the item shop. Have a good one, everyone. See ya.